Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to NBA 2K23. Today we are back with Friday content reaction, and obviously we do a little bit of an overview of where the community stands, what we think about Season 6, and I guess a recap of my last video because, man, did you guys have things to say? And, well, I guess some things were taken out of context, so we'll go over that as well. But to start things off, we do have a new Friday promo going with the Season 6. This is called Supersonic, and, well, it's interesting. So taking a look at it, boom! I do notice less and less pink diamonds in here, but of course they always glitch one out, so we're going to find out which one that is, and I think I have an idea of who it's going to be. But taking a look, my God, this graphic is all over the place. Some of the pink diamonds. We have a Speedy Claxton, which I'm pretty sure is undersized. I don't know what the difference is. I'm assuming is, Lord knows they don't utilize the Evo solution anymore, so I don't know really what this is. Maybe they'll be Evos, but I doubt it. I'm assuming one of these has an extra Hoff badge or something like that, so we'll see what happens here. We got Speedy Claxton. He's probably going to be undersized, unusable. Moving on to the other undersized, unusable point guard, that's going to be a young Gus Williams of the Supersonics. I do see at least kind of a theme here. A lot of Supersonic players, I guess, or more than usual. I see a Vladimir Radmanovic, which I know the name, but I don't remember how good he is. Could he be glitchy? Possibly, but I don't think that's going to be the one that I'm thinking here. Kelly Oubre, a nice little shooting guard, won't be usable. Too many other better options for cheaper than him. And then we got Simbular. Shout out to Spaceward Bird. He made the man notable, in my opinion. Simbular, if he gets any type of three ball, even if he doesn't really, he's going to be just a fat glitch. And I'm assuming he's going to be the cracked out pink diamond as of tomorrow, because that seems to be the trend they're on. Moving on to the Galaxy Opal. Sorry, I'm going kind of quick on these, but again, there's not a lot here for me, but for some there might be. For the Galaxy Opals, we'll start with Jordan Poole. He might be nice. He might be actually pretty usable. Doesn't mean he won't be a buy now, because bet your bottom dollar he will be a buy now, along with a lot of these Galaxy Opals. I don't know that there is one that I'm looking at that won't be. We got a young Rashard Lewis, 98 overall, 6'10 power forward, small forward. If he gets a decent enough release, he could be pretty good. I'm excited about him. We do get a young Peja Stojakovic from the New Orleans days, shooting guard, small forward. He's a little bit oversized for the shooting guard, so that might be a nice option. If they crack him out, which they should, because he was one of the best shooters in the league, and if they do him any justice, he could be a nice card, so we're looking at that. And we do get a Rudy Fernandez. Now, I think he ended up, didn't he start making like his name known in my team last year? I remember the lad King, DBG, saying something about him last year. I just never used him, so keep an eye out for Rudy Fernandez. He might be something. And then we always get a nice AK-47. Always a great option. He is getting a little undersized at this stage of the game, but regardless, he's going to be a lockdown defender. He's always got some pretty good shooting, so I definitely think he can make a few of your guys' squads, depending on what you utilize. But, man, towards the end of the year, man, size kind of just rules all. There's so many 6'11", 6'10", and, like, 7-foot guys now that it's going to be hard for even the 6'9" guys to get in here, so that's why I say that about Andre Kirilenko, but regardless, I think he'll be a nice card. Moving on to the big boys, we got 3 Dark Matter, well, technically 4, but 3 different names of Dark Matters. We'll start off with the troll one, I guess you could say. Derrick Rose, don't get me wrong, he'll be a nice card, but there's other cards that are just like, I guarantee I could get just as much out of a Marcus Smart pink diamond card and as this Derrick Rose, but probably better defense. So, I mean, to me, if you were going to get, I don't know why you'd want Derrick Rose. You could go get John Wall, Galaxy Opal, and I guarantee it does just as much as this Derrick Rose card. So, to me, too little, too late, especially too little being a keyword in that. For Derrick Rose fans, I'm sure they'll try him out, but don't expect him to be anything crazy. Ooh, a young Wilt Chamberlain. They're finally starting to give us centers. That's nice. I believe he's a nice 7-1 if they give him any. I don't see him getting a cracked out release or anything. So I think he could be a little bit on the cheaper side just because I think they'll give him the Shaq treatment where he could have a lower 3-ball, but it will be low and he'll have a trash release. So I don't know. Because of his speed and his usually wingspan, people tend to still pick him up. But unless they crack out his animations, this isn't the Wilt I think people will expect. But, we can always hope for the best. Now, moving on. Unless they bless this man, Kevin Durant's animations, he is still going to be trash. Because he has gotten the worst release this year. But other than that, if they change his jump shot, which they very well could, and I'm expecting they will, I don't know what's going on with this crazy, like these double cards. But the fact that they're not even changed in positions at all, to me, is just such a waste. But we'll see. I can't go in too negative. You want to have some glimmer of hope. So we'll take a look. I don't know what's going on here. I'm assuming one just has like an extra Hoff important badge or something like that. But yeah, we'll see. That's all we can do is we'll see. So, the promo's not bad. The names at the top are, I like Wilt, I like Durant, pending animations. Derrick Rose is a little lackluster. And the rest of me, other than Singular, the whole rest of the thing is kind of lackluster. But, hey, that's just me. Let me know what my rating on this on a 1 to 10 is probably at a nice 8. Let me know what your rating on this promo is in the comments below. Now, moving on to the temperature in the room. I kind of did this video yesterday, but we'll recap. Now, immediately, I'm going to apologize, guys. I think I said I don't think. I know I said Devin Booker was last season's level 40 reward. All right, I don't pay attention to those, but then when I started thinking about it, I think it was Zach LaVine or something. We haven't seen Devin Booker in a long time. So, yeah, it's been a long time. That's just my bad. I don't pay attention to the level 40s. My buddy was talking to me about how we were getting another level 40. They were replacing level 40 Devin Booker, and I guess I just, for some reason, thought it was last season. So I apologize. I am human. I do make mistakes, but man, was I get roasted in the comments. Level 40 wasn't Devin Booker, you freaking MYTEAM nerds. Why don't you go touch grass, huh? Stop worrying about what I say in the videos. Just kidding. I love you guys watching the videos. But yeah, now I got my ass blasted for that. And as well, I didn't do my research on that, so that's fine. Hey guys, need cheap MT? Check out A6K.com. They're safe, they're reliable, and with my code Richie at checkout, you can get 5% off. Go get the cards you really want. Now, the other thing is the game itself and where we were. And I said we were in kind of a dark place. And it kind of seems like that's where we're at right now with Season 6. They're giving out Hakeem Olajuwon. Now, don't get me wrong, folks. I want to make things very clear because it seems like I have to really paint and color in between the lines, color in the lines, or you guys just don't get it and you go to the craziest place ever. Now, Hakeem Olajuwon is a great card. He's a great player. He always is. But he doesn't usually get a crazy jump shot. And at this stage of the game, they screwed up. They really did this year. They dropped a Taco Fall Pink Diamond that came out way too early to drop these other cards. All we have is 7-foot centers, and now we're starting to get 7-foot small forwards. So at this stage of the game, while it's been better than our other level 40s, it's not a card that's going to see your rotation for a long time. The expiration date on it is very, very short. Not to mention, we are only going to get glitchier and cheesier as this season goes on. Hakeem Olajuwon by the end of the season won't even be a second to last thought in the back of your head. Don't get me wrong, it'll still be a good card. I'm sure people can still use it. That's not the case. The case is that they are not realizing where we are in the season and giving a satisfactory reward of long length. Like I said, for the start of this season, I'm sure he could be pretty well. But by the time we are done with Season 6, guys, you will be laughing at a level 40 Hakeem Olajuwon. We already have 2 7-foot small forwards. And yeah, Hakeem Olajuwon, like I said, unless they absolutely crack the shit out of him, which that they probably will not, just because they've never really cracked out a level 40, at least on the consistency of this year, then, it's just not going to be a great card that will have a lot of endurance for the rest of this season. So I don't want to get that stated. I don't think it's a shitty level 40. I think it's better than most that we've seen this year. But I just said these level 40s, for what you have to do, you just don't have the shelf life. And I could say other cards right now that I'd rather have other than these level 40s. Now, the other thing I see a ton in the comments is, why you complain so much? All these content creators do is complain. Yeah, it's because you're becoming complacent with the new shittiness of the game. Okay, if you're saying that, then you must be newer than 2K18, or newer sent from 2K18 on. We all, as content creators, me, DBG, Henry the Blasian, there are others. I mean, Bio2K, Denver Struck. We all have played this game for such a long time that we have an expectancy. We have a fun enjoyment level that we've seen in the past that we now expect of the game. And when they don't meet that level of standards, we voice our opinions about it. We are fighting for a better game, guys, ultimately. It's not complaining. It's constructive criticism. It's showing where the flaws are, where the cracks are in the foundation. How is 2K supposed to know? And I'm sure they watch some of these videos. I don't know that they watch mine, but I'm sure they watch other content creator videos to get opinions and things. How are they supposed to know anything's wrong if they don't know? And granted, we do voice a lot of, constructive criticism. I don't know that all of it's constructive, but we do voice enough criticism that they can then pick and choose out of the criticism what they want to improve the game. Do I still love 2K as a basketball game? Absolutely. Why? Because it's the only one available currently. But I still love the game. I still enjoy playing it. It's not like it's ruining my life. You guys act like I am taking this shit to heart. Guys, I do not lose a wink of sleep, I promise, on anything 2K does. I know it sounds like I say I hate it. Guys, it's called a reaction. It's called overplaying the moment. When I say I hate this game, it's just purely out of rage, just like you say when, things that... When you're in the heat of the moment, you say things, but it doesn't mean you actually hate or, obviously everyone has said things that they don't mean, but when I say I hate this game, it's just like a funny rage thing. It's not like I actually hate this game. I do think it's a pretty good basketball game for what it is. Do I think the mode could be improved in many areas? Sure, but it's not like I don't still have fun with the game. If I didn't truly enjoy it to some degree, obviously I would stop playing. I hope people would understand that. But I get so many people that are like, oh, Richie, you should just move on. This game sucked. No. For one, I make a pretty decent amount of money. Clearly not coming from the YouTube, but from other areas, I make a lot of money. Well, not a lot, but enough to make me still want to make content on it. And it's just, I still enjoy it. And if I'm going to play anyways, I might as well upload the content, right? So... like I said, guys, I think some of you guys get too invested on when I'm complaining. It's not that deep, I promise. I still, love the game and still have fun playing it. But out of all the years that we have played the game so far, this has been probably the least enjoyable and has clearly lost its fun factor quicker than others. I don't think anybody could disagree with that. Am I wrong? I mean, you can tell by the views, you can tell by the people streaming the game, you can tell by the lack of conversation on Twitter. It doesn't take and I get it that there's a lot of 2K stands that are out there that are fighting for the game, but that's fine. I don't think you guys are wrong or should be punished. Do I think you should be thrown in a dark pit with a bunch of snakes and spiders to burn? Sure. No, I'm just kidding. But no, it's not that deep, guys. But I do want to obviously give you temperature of the community and where we're at and showing the displeasurement because clearly not a lot of people are playing and having fun right now. And I'm just kind of showing it out there. So I hope that kind of just clarifies on where we're at as far as those videos. Like I said, they're not to just simply bash. It's just more just getting the temperature of the room. It's not, wow, obviously I think things can be changed, but it's not like I'm dying of misery over here because of this stuff. So other than that, guys, like I said, we got a nice little promo coming out tomorrow. I don't think it'll change anything crazy. Season 6 looks to be promising with some of the things that are coming out, so we'll see. I hope for the best, kind of expect the worst, but I still hope for the best. Maybe it will turn out to be pretty good. That's what I'm hoping for, but if it's 2K, they've always got a trick up their sleeve to sometimes ruin things, but hopefully they don't use that. Other than that, guys, I've rambled a little too long here. I enjoy having you guys watch the videos. You guys are great. If you made it this far, go ahead and leave the video a like. Might as well. Other than that, I will see you guys this weekend with more content. Until then, Richie Nation, party on.